Hey guys, it's Arianna, and today I'm going to be answering some of your questions. Some of you guys commented on my latest Instagram post, so let's get this Q&A started. The first question is, what made you want to do the WWE thing? The biggest thing for me is I didn't grow up watching wrestling, but when my little brother, I want to say it was about 4 years ago, he really started getting into wrestling, and I just started playing with some of the action figures with him, and then I would play like on Xbox, and I started watching Monday Night Raw with him. And then I was like, oh, this is really cool. So then I kind of got into it, and then I started watching The Woman more. And as I started watching everything more, I was like, oh my god, I love this, because I love the cross between athleticism and acting. I've always loved acting. I've always considered myself an athlete personally, and I think that's awesome, and I think it takes so much skill, and I just fell in love with it after that. I fell in love with it immediately. So from there, I was just like, this is what I want to do, and I was like, I can definitely do this. I believe in myself. I think it would be great, and that's where I am now. My next question is, which wrestler motivates you most? This is an interesting question because I look up to some males and some females as well. For males, I'd have to say Stone Cold Steve Austin and The Rock, because I love both of their personas and I think their characters are awesome. The Rock is like they always say he's the most electrifying man in sports entertainment, which is so accurate. I just love watching them. I think Stone Cold is probably one of the coolest characters ever. As far as women wrestlers go, I started off with when like the Bella twins were like really at the peak of their careers, and I'll always be like a huge Nikki Bella fan, just because I've looked up to her so much. But honestly, like Sasha Banks definitely is the woman wrestler who motivates me the most out of everyone. Like when I think of how I want to be when I become a wrestler, I think of Sasha. I want to be like Sasha. I look up to her so much. I think she's just so talented with her style of wrestling. She's amazing on the mic, and she's just so good at captivating you and really drawing you into her storyline. Sasha Banks, Nikki Bella, Stone Cold Steve Austin, and The Rock are the 4 wrestlers who motivate me the most. My next question is, fashion trend you wish would make a comeback. This is so funny because I was actually talking to someone about this the other day. They said that they loved the like early 2000s look because like the low cut, like I remember like the low cut jeans with like the studded belts and like the tank tops. But honestly, like I love fashion right now. I love high-waisted shorts because I have short legs and I feel like they make my legs look longer, and I feel like they're way more flattering than like normal shorts on me. I love crop tops. I think crop tops are awesome, and I'm obsessed with chokers. Shockingly, I don't have one on right now. I like went to go feel for it, forgetting that it's not there. So I would have to say that I'm very happy with fashion right now. If I could go back in time, I would definitely want to live in the 80s. Like I think I would do so well there. I love like the bright colors and like the big hoops and like just the vibrant everything. I think that would be a fun period of time to live in as far as like clothing, but other than that, right now, I think is probably, I'm really happy with the fashion trends. What's your max deadlift if you've ever attempted? I actually deadlifted 200 pounds a little over a year ago. I just went in the gym one day, I was with Nick, and it was just kind of random, it was spontaneous. I just was working out, I was doing squats and deadlifts. I have this video up on YouTube if you guys ever want to go back and watch it. I think it's called Work It Out, Squats and Deadlift PR, if I'm remembering that correctly off the top of my head. And I just felt good, so I was like, all right, let's do this. So then I just pulled 200 beltless. I've never trained for strength or anything either. My next question is, since you're a wrestling fan, Attitude Era or present? This is such a tough one. Obviously, like the Attitude Era was like awesome because it was so much more hardcore. But I was watching the Stone Cold podcast on the WWE network one time while I was doing cardio, and Vince McMahon was on there and he was saying how nowadays it's like they have to appeal to a whole audience because there's like a whole range of people that watch WWE. Like you have little kids, then you have adults who are really into it. So it's hard, I guess he was saying, for them to make it like strictly like it was in the Attitude Era because like it was all adults watching back then. I don't know, I love them both. I just love wrestling, so I can't pick between either one of those, honestly. What's your favorite movie? I'd have to probably say Southpaw. I love that movie. That's a movie that I can watch like over and over and it still like gets me every time. Like I watched it like for probably the 3rd time like a month ago, and I was like, okay, I'm not gonna cry this time. And I fucking cried. It was like, I just can't help myself. I think Jake Gyllenhaal's acting is phenomenal in that movie, and I think he portrayed the role of the boxer so well. And I just thought it was an awesome story. As far as like comedies go, I'll always love Spring Breakers. I love that movie. And I love The Wolf of Wall Street too. Oh, Trainwreck's really funny. My last question. Will you ever headline WrestleMania? Yes, that is my goal, to headline WrestleMania. I don't care. I will beat out any male or female that tries to get in my way and stop me. I can promise you that I will headline WrestleMania one day. I'll make it happen, believe me. Thank you guys so much for asking all these questions. I love getting a chance to interact with you guys. Look for more Q&As in the future. In the meantime, stay tuned because my next video is actually gonna be me meeting with a wrestler that I mentioned last week in, I believe it was Reclaim the Throne episode 3. So make sure you guys are on the lookout for that video because big things are coming my way and I'm so excited and I cannot wait to share it with all of you. So as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe and I'll always reply to your comments. And I'll see you next time.